Hey guys, IceWire here, and today I want to talk about a game I've been playing over the past a month or so now, and that game is Harry Potter Hogwarts Mystery. It piqued my curiosity as I am a big Harry Potter fan. I grew up with the movies and I love the books to death. I'll be talking about my overall experience with the game along with what I like, what I don't like, and just my general opinions on the game, as I have a lot of feelings on this game. And I mean a lot. A fair few to be precise. So first off, let's start with what this game is all about. The story of Hogwarts Mystery takes place not too long after the events of Godric's Hollow, where James and Lily Potter gave their lives to protect their young son Harry from Voldemort. Dumbledore says the following during the sorting ceremony: "The boy who lived, Harry Potter, is safe. Years from now, young Harry will be old enough to attend Hogwarts, but for now, it's your turn. Your character's brother, Jacob, was a former student at Hogwarts who got expelled trying to find something called the Cursed Vaults, and he is now missing." One cool thing that I really like about this game is the time setting, whatever you want to call it, this game takes place in. You get to meet characters from the books who didn't have too much or any screen time per se in the movies, and build friendships with them. Two characters you can befriend at Hogwarts are Tonks, a shape-shifting fae from Order of the Phoenix onwards, and Bill Weasley, the eldest child of the Weasley fam, which, by the way, I haven't met Bill yet in my save, but I'm really looking forward to it, as the Weasley family has and forever will be my favourite wizarding family in the Harry Potter universe. Speaking of which, let's talk about my character. Time to embrace my OC, yeah boy! So my character is a wee lass named Sif Cangriff, who is the daughter of my Dungeons & Dragons character Nax Cangriff, who I successfully retired at the end of an arc that I played recently. I decided, why not play as his daughter, Sif, in this game? That'll be fun. So I made her in-game. The Sword and Cat ceremony came around 15 minutes into the game, and I got to pick Sif's house. Now this is another thing that I really like about Hogwarts Mystery. I think the fact that you get to pick your house really makes your experience of the game a lot more tailored to how you want to play. I know some were upset that you weren't actually sorted into a house. However, I think if the game actually did sort you, you'd get a lot of people complaining.
Oh, why was I not put in Gryffindor? I am a proud Gryffindor, thank you very much. I was sorted on Pottermore for that.
Why am I in Slytherin? I'm not evil. Only evil people are in Slytherin.
Get what I mean? So I think being able to choose which house you get sorted into is a smart move, and one that I like. Anyway, back to Sif. Even though I myself am a proud Gryffindor, as you can see, I am sporting one of my house colours. I sorted Sif into Hufflepuff, as I felt that she fitted Hufflepuff the best. Fast forward a little bit and I am in the Hufflepuff common room, just chilling out. By the way, the Hufflepuff common room looks so comfy and homey. I want that as a living room someday in my own home. Holy shit, just I love the colour yellow. As time went on, I did what is expected of a Hogwarts student: go to class, earn house points, and so on and so forth. Eventually, however, I started to notice something about the game that quickly became a problem for me. As the game progressed, you required more stars to pass each class. To complete each class, you need to use energy, and I found myself running out of energy very quickly. By the time I got to the second star required in the class activity, I ran out and was met with the option to purchase more energy, which requires gems. How do you get gems, you might ask? Well, you can earn them as random rewards during class and winning the house cup, but if you're in a rush, you have to pay up in real life. Right here you can see the microtransaction system in this game. So here we have the gold department of the microtransaction currency. Here we have the energy stuff, and you can see the amount of gems that are required for getting more energy. And here, of course, we have the gems, and as you can see, they range from a little amount of money to a hella amount of money. That puts me off of the game very much. There is a moment that I've seen quite a few people talk about, and it's something that I experienced as well, you get stuck in a devil's snare at one point, and as you're tapping, all of your actions in this game are tapping, apart from making a few movements on the screen to cast spells. Aside from that, all of your actions in this game are through tapping, and you ran out of energy tapping your way out of this devil's snare, and you had to wait like about half an hour for your energy to replenish. Either that, or you have to buy gems to progress forward and onward from being strangled to death, watching your little child self get slowly strangled by this devil's snare. And I think that's fucked up. You know, it's like either pay up or watch your child avatar get strangled by magical vines. It's not cool, and I think it's a very good analogy of microtransactions in this game, and a very bad example. And when I say bad example, I don't mean, oh, this isn't the greatest example I could use. I mean that this is probably one of the worst cases of microtransactions in a mobile video game. Moving onward, I did also enjoy seeing all the characters I know and love come to life in the game. I got ridiculously excited when I got to my first class of Professor McGonagall. I've always thought Transfigurations was super cool, and McGonagall is my favourite teacher at Hogwarts, both on screen and in the books. Need I say more? Have a biscuit, Potter is iconic, okay? Dumbledore's character design makes me think of how he's described in the books. Eccentric, mischievous looking, and very fond of the colour purple. Hagrid is his giant jolly self, and a friendly face to see. The dialogue for him was written the same as it was in the books, which, you know, bonus points for that, because it gave Hagrid more character, and you get a sense of Hagrid's character through the way that his dialogue is written, just like it was in the books. Overall, the design of this game is beautiful. There is so much detail put into Hogwarts. I mean, you get to see Peeves flying about, which I am still annoyed that Peeves was never in the movies, because Peeves is cool, okay? If you don't know who Peeves is a poltergeist that just likes to mess your crap up all the time. And you get to see him flying around just outside the Great Hall. Overall, design sides of things aside, yep, that's a sentence, well done. However, there are some really, really weak points in the writing that irk me a lot, and I want to take a moment to talk about those. Early in your time at Hogwarts, you and a friend that you make named Rowan meet a character named Marula Snide, who's pretty much the Malfoy of this game, because all Slytherins are evil and there must be a prominent Slytherin bully. Just the fact that they had to go with a Slytherin bully. I think maybe if they, made it different, for each house they set a different bully perhaps, or at least change the house of Marula Snide. For example, if you are a Slytherin yourself, it doesn't make much sense to have a, Slytherin rival. You're both in the same house, so, there should be some form of camaraderie. But no, not at all. Even in Slytherin, she hates your guts. Which brings me to my next point, Professor Snape. He's not the nicest character ever, but one thing I found really, really weird with his character is that he hates you. Hates you so much. Even if you are a Slytherin. I know that he is an absolute dickbag, and honestly, I know there are people that love Snape, but he is a terrible, terrible person. But I just think that having him just immediately despise your character is really, really odd, especially if you are a Slytherin and he is your house leader. I mean, I know, it's just like in school, you have a teacher that hates that one student in your class, or it could be you, who knows, but I just think that that was a bit of a lazy point in the writing that could have been, improved upon or tweaked depending on your house. If you were a Slytherin, maybe Snape would favour you more. Something like that. Lastly, on the point of writing, I don't like how your character is obsessed with the cursed vaults. I get why they have done it that way. There needs to be a reason to get the plot moving. However, even though this is a role-playing Harry Potter game, I wish there would have been more options, or at least the existing options to be improved so that you can play a character who isn't interested in the vaults and play, like just like you would in an RPG, like make your own decisions rather than stick to this very narrow path of must find cursed vaults, you know? Overall, Hogwarts Mystery, while it does have some promise, or it did at least, I feel like there are a lot of weak points in this, especially with the microtransaction system. It is absolutely ridiculous just how much of a blatant cash grab this is, especially with such a beloved franchise. I mean, hell, this is kind of up there with the Star Wars Battlefront 2 controversy that happened, in my opinion at least. I mean, both were cash grabs off of beloved and very popular franchises, and in Star Wars Battlefront 2's case, they got a lot of flack. And I believe that Harry Potter Hogwarts Mystery deserves that same criticism as well in this front. Yes, it is a free-to-play game and a mobile game. However, I think that, you know, there's got to be at least some decency and respect towards not only the franchise, but the players themselves, in my opinion. Also, take a drink every time I say my opinion. You'll get tipsy quite quickly. Anyway, that is it for this video. I want to hear your thoughts on Hogwarts Mystery. What do you think of it? Do you think that this is cash grabby? Do you like the game? What are some bits that you liked about the game or didn't like about the game? Just any and all thoughts, let me know down in the comments below. I would very, very much like to read them and, you know, talk about them. Consider supporting my Patreon as it fuels the growth of my content's quality and the variety and production of said content that you guys get to see all on the channel. And a massive, massive thank you to my current patrons. As you can see right here, I would like to give a massive, massive thank you to Cosmo Ronick, Nicholas Montoya, and Caroline Richardson. You guys rock. I love you a bunch. And just thank you so much for your support through Patreon. I really appreciate it. Anyway, it is IceWire signing off, and I'll see you introverts later next time on the channel. That is a dog! Dogs! And I'll see you all next time. Have a lovely day / night wherever you are in the world. Bye!